Yes, another 90% silver warning video, my friends. We got a lot going on with the 90% silver market. I'm going to let you know what's going on at the shop. I'm going to let you know what Michael again said from channel sponsor Pimex. If people did not watch the first video from this morning, we got to keep people updated what's really going on behind the scenes. Help me out with the thumbs up. That really helps the channel grow, my friends. Don't forget, we're doing 10,000 subscriber giveaway. Every time you put that thumbs up, that lets YouTube know to send this video to more and more people. Don't you want to get this channel up to 10,000 subscribers so we can get this giveaway done? I sure do. Come join the Stop the Melt team. This is your home to stop the melt of our history. Come join us. It is absolutely free to subscribe. It is free to enter all the giveaways. Don't forget, sometime this week, I'll embed in the video sometime this week for this week's giveaway as well. We got giveaways after giveaways every single Saturday for the rest of this year. I'm promising I will do a giveaway every single Saturday. First video of the day in the 90% Silver Market Watch Report. I've been doing that for a little bit now. We're going to keep doing it. It's going quite well. Let's get into the video right now. 90% silver. It's really a strain. It's getting harder to track it down, but with that being said, I'm getting reports from other coin shops. They can't get anything. Depending on where their shops are, we're still able to get it. Okay, not from a wholesaler. We're able to pull from other coin shops. Right now. Once this stuff is gone, it's gone. Michael said from channel sponsor Pimex, bigger buyers are starting to come back into the market. They're buying the dip up. Are you buying the dip up? This is, look at what the big money is doing, my friends. This is what's truly going on at the wholesale level, the online dealer level, some of your local coin shops. I get it. Some of you are going to say, Chris, my coin shop's got plenty of 90% silver. They got buckets full. Great. Buy it as you can. I'm not telling you to go buy it. There's a big difference here when people say to us, if you don't want this stuff melted down, then buy it. We're doing our part. We are all doing what we can to scarf as much 90% silver up. Okay? Today was like a day off for me, but not really. I never really have a full day off. I went in this morning. It was dead. I came home, shot the first video. I've been home. I went back out. Here's the story what happened today. The other shop up the road called us. Well, called my cell phone. I said, if you need me, I said, call my cell phone. I said, I'm not at the shop right now. See, he said, no problem. About 45 minutes later, an hour later, he calls me up. He says, hey, Chris, I have a customer in here trying to sell me quite a bit of 90% silver. Do you want it? I said, well, what do you got? Dimes, quarters, halves? He said, well, I kind of want to keep the half, but I got like a $1,000 face bag he wants to sell to me. I says, I know you need to make a little money too. And I says, well, I know he buys it cheaper than us. It's not by much. I said, I'll give you the same price as if you would walk in the shop. So he did the calculation. It was like a couple $100. He says, I'm good with that. You want it? I'll just pay him for now. You just come cut me a check and we call it a day. I said, I'll be right down with a check. Went down, let the customer get out the door so we're not crossing paths with the same customer. Yeah, the customer could have went up the road a little ways and got a little bit paid better for his 90% silver. This is why I'm saying, my friends, if you're selling for whatever reason, you got a couple coin shops in the same local area, you got to price yourself around. Okay, you got to price yourself around because one shop maybe pay a little bit better than another shop. Not saying this shop's trying to rip that person off. I went down there with the check. Come back to the shop that I work at. I seen another $400 face of silver dimes going out the door. So we got no problems selling 90% silver. This is what I'm saying. We're just replacing the stuff that's going out the door. We bring it in and it's going right back out the door. Have another $1,500 phase of 90% silver coming in this week. We hooked up with another truck driver out of Tennessee this time from another coin shop. I'll be here later this week. This is how coin shops should be working together. If one shop's not selling as much, pass it on to another shop. There's no need to melt any of this down. Even when the smelters open up. I keep praising this and keep preaching this. There's no need to melt our history down. People will be buying up. People think there's enough to go around. I hear that every single day. Oh, there's plenty to go around. No. When the people start waking up, the mass herd of people, your 90% silver is going to be gone. You're not going to be able to find it. Then I get questions like, Chris, but how much should I own? It's based on your finances. You've heard me say this before. It's based on your finances. Do you make a lot of smaller purchases? And if the answer is yes, then really you never have enough. Let me just ask people this. I don't want people to answer this in the comment section. I want you to answer this to yourself. Do you really have enough dollars right now? Technically speaking. You know, are you working? Are you retired? You still think you have enough dollars around? Most people would say no. Then my answer to you is, then you're never going to have enough 90% silver in your stacks. If you make a lot of smaller purchases, that's what you're going to need for the barter times. And it's going to come to push or shove, your 90% silver premiums are going to start going up. People forget. Some people have short-term memories. And for the ones that have been stacking for a while, I know this is not on you. You folks remember when 90% silver was like $9 premiums. Now it's like dirt cheap. This is your cheapest opportunity to buy. You know, yeah, we saw the dip today. Some people thinking, well, is it going to go dip anymore? That's yet to be seen. Okay? I wouldn't be sitting on the sidelines and waiting for a dip. Even more. This is why you get a couple rolls today. You get a couple rolls maybe next week. If you're able to afford to do so. This is not a ploy to tell you go buy 90% silver and that's all you should be buying out there. This is why, me personally, and I can only speak for myself, I have a wide range of items. I have 1 ounce items. I have 5 ounce items. I have 10 ounce items. I don't stack personally any more than a 10 ounce silver bar. I don't own a kilo. Love to have one. Don't have a 100 ounce bar. Would love to have one. But at the end of the day, when the crap hits the fan, that 100 ounce bar, you're going to have to trade for that for something a bigger purchase. So why not save some room in your safe and get some gold in? You know, at that point, you know, maybe wait till the ratio drops down. Trade your silver in for gold. At that point, some people are waiting on that now. I've talked to a couple people on this channel through emails. Look, I can't give financial advice. I don't know you folks personally. Let's just be real about this. I cannot give financial advice. So, you know, when I see people come in the shop, we really don't give financial advice. We're just trying to ask a couple questions to see where people's minds are at, how much they're spending. Look, nobody's going to tell us how much they spend on this, on that, or whatever. It's just trying to get a couple questions, trying to get where people's spending habits are and guide them in the right direction for what they're doing now. Now, people's spending habits can change very, very fast. Maybe someone got a better job. Maybe someone lost a job. Maybe there's a newborn in the family. Maybe someone passed on in the family. Your spending's always changing. That is what you got to keep in mind. So when your spending habits change, you got to adjust how you stack. That's all. I can't do that for you. I can't advise you that way. You know, if your bills are going up, maybe you have to purchase a little bit less silver or gold. Maybe you need a little bit more gold in because your spending went up. Maybe your spending went down. Then maybe you revert back to silver if you were heavy on gold. There's a lot of videos out there. You know, how much should I own? How much? You know, how much of this? How much of that? Look, that's on you. That's what I'm going to say. You're going to have to decide. Like I said, go with your spending habits now. That's the best way I can tell people. For a wide range of people. That's the best way to go. I don't think anybody's going to be overweight in silver. Some people could be overweight in gold. You can always trade each way, right? You can always trade each way. If you seem to get a little heavyweight in silver, trade for gold later. Silver is so undervalued, it's not funny. What the heck is really going on with a 90% silver? Why is so many people... The people would have a few extra bucks, let's call it that way. I don't want to call them ultra rich, but the people who have, you know, a little bit more than the rest of us probably do, have a little bit deeper pockets. They're buying up to 90% silver. They see it coming, my friends. They see the crap storm ready to hit the fan. And again, people call me a silver pumper. That's fine. Call me a silver pumper. Call me a gold pumper. Call me a platinum pumper. Whatever. You know what? If you don't want silver, gold, or platinum, I don't know why you're watching for one. But maybe you got some interest in it. No, I'm not here to prop up anything. Take advantage of these dips. Next week we could be singing a different tune. Next week we could roar right back to 50. I'm not saying that's going to happen. Next week we could roar back down to 40. I don't think that's going to happen either. But nobody knows. Let me just put that in key mode right now. Remember, no, there's nobody knows, has a crystal ball saying silver's going to be XYZ by this date. Gold's going to be XYZ by this date. We can make predictions. It's okay to make a prediction. It's okay to look at the charts, but the charts don't tell the whole story either. It's what's going on in this world. And all I can report is boots on the ground, what is actually taking place at the shop that I work for one. What channel sponsor Pimax is telling me, number two. And those same things that I'm telling you may be something different in a different part of the country. Yeah, maybe your coin shop's loaded with 90% silver. Maybe your coin shop has nothing left for 90% silver. Maybe they have an okay supply. Just keep that in mind. And it can hit local areas differently very, very fast. Your local shop, people say they got so much 90% silver in stock, that could change next week. That inventory could be gone in a couple of days. And next time you go back, they're sold out. Or you see a shop with nothing, all of a sudden it comes flooding into that shop. It's so funny how this fast can change so fast. Check out channel sponsor Pinbacks this week, my friends. They got the koalas in stock. Wouldn't these make a great Christmas present to get the kids involved? Put some silver in people's stockings this year for Christmas with the queen on them. They come in the case. 2023 koalas, mom and baby. What a beautiful coin. Grab your back dates now. You're not going to be able to get these. These are going to be gone before you know it. Remember, they're not making these anymore. They're not making the design anymore. If you happen to like these, channel sponsor Pinbacks has these in stock, ready to move. They come in rolls of 20, not tubes of 20. Each one will come in a capsulized case. The work's been done for you all. It's ready to be given for a nice Christmas present. Couple stocking stuffers for the kids. Get the kids involved maybe this year for Christmas. You start a tradition in your family. Silver for Christmas. Silver for Christmas. You know, I remember when I was a kid. It had anything to do with silver. My grandmother This was back in New Hampshire. Put up a Christmas tree every year, right? Got to pick one Christmas ornament off the tree of every single year. Whatever we wanted for the kids, for us. We got to pick one ornament. That was one of our Christmas presents. She did that for years. Years. One ornament off the tree. We still have some of these ornaments. Alright, that I picked off the tree years ago. And that will set memories for a lifetime for the younger generation. Maybe this is the year. Give an ounce of silver for Christmas. Make that one of their Christmas presents every single year. Start a family tradition this year. Pick up something cool. Pick something from another country. You can do silver eagles if you want to. You want to start doing 20, 25 eagles this year? I got no problem with that. Make it a tradition every single year to stack something for the kids. Get a little wooden cigar box. Have them start stacking. Explain the benefits of stacking to the kids out there. Check out channel sponsor Pinbacks for the extra fine. Morgans. 1878 to 1904s. It's going to be random. Random pick. Extra fine coins. They have them in stock. Wouldn't that be nice to get a tube of 20 of those and have the kids pick out one coin they want out of that tube? Maybe do it for the birthdays. Maybe do it for Valentine's Day, St. Patrick's Day, Easter, next Halloween. And you got 3 or 4 kids. You got enough gifts for a while with doing something like that. Make it interesting for the kids. Make the kids work for it. You know, maybe they get good grades. The time is, if you're going to do that, you got the cash to do it now. Stack up for a few different gifts throughout the year. Have them pick something out of your box. Say, here, pick something. You got an A on this test. You did good. You helped me rake the yard. You helped me shovel the driveway. Blah, blah, blah. Whatever the case may be. No, reward them. That's how they're going to learn to be productive. Okay? That's how they're going to learn. Teach them, my friends. Not telling you how to run your kids or train your kids. That's not what I'm here for. We're trying to teach them how to save real money. Precious metals. Real money. Not these monopoly money that some people think is going to be here forever. I don't think so. So thank you, channel sponsor Pinbacks, for sponsoring this channel, Coin Shop Chris. Thank you to the viewer out there, because it's not possible without you. My friends, keep stacking your 90. Keep stacking your 40% silver halves. Keep stacking your 35% war nickels. It's all going to come in handy, I do believe. And when this stuff is gone, off the market, and it's going to be off the market eventually. Yeah, maybe you're going to find somebody online that's selling on eBay. Pinbacks ain't going to have it. Your other companies are not going to have it. It's going to be sold out, sold out, sold out. And maybe every now and then somebody dumps a whole bunch of it back onto the market. Then what's the price going to be then? What's the price going to be then? Are you going to sit around and wait for $100 silver before people start panic to buy this stuff up and it's going to be a lot more? I'm not. You got to cost average. I remember getting silver dimes. For the ones that have been stacking for a while, do you remember getting silver dimes for $2 or less? 20 times face? Do you remember 13 times face? Maybe some people got them at face value and change. Think about how long ago when you stacked. When you started stacking, what the 90% silver times face was. Maybe it was 3 times. I've talked to a couple people at the shop this past year. Remember getting this at 3 times face. Remember getting this at 10 times face. But remember, when you're selling it back for this, really remember the inflation. The inflation we've had on service and goods when you bought it. Is it really... Are you really making anything off of it? Or is it just really keeping up with the times with inflation? That is something you got to think about when you're selling. Because a lot of people, I'm not saying everybody, A lot of people, they look at this. They look at the greenback, how much money I made. But they're not really counting inflation into the matter. How much stuff has risen. You really have not made that much, have you? After you get your service and goods, pick some items, my friends. You know what your car repair bills are. You know what labor is at your local car dealership, your local mechanic. You remember what the rates were 10 years ago for an hour's worth of labor. Look at the rates now. Maybe you can go back 15 years and remember what labor cost. I remember when I started driving my car, labor was $59 an hour. It's well north of $150 now an hour. And this is going back since 1996. We're not going that far back. Well north of $150 in most areas of the country. Yes, silver was quite cheap back then. Okay? Silver was about $4 or $5 an ounce. Silver's right around $47 an ounce now. But labor's up 150, it's up to 3 times. Okay, think about this when you're selling it. And I stress to my audience, once again, if you don't need to sell, don't sell it. There's no reason to sell it. There's no reason to panic here. And some people say, oh, I'm done buying silver. I'm done buying gold. I got enough. I hope you folks do. For the ones that say that, I hope you do have enough. Because is it really ever enough? I don't think so. Me personally, I don't think so. You're trying to protect every dollar you can. And we got to do it with any form of silver, any form of gold. Don't get caught up with this coin around crap, because I don't buy into that at all. Only stack American if you're in American. Only stack Canadian if you're from Canada. Only stack Australian if you're in Australia. Only stack Britannias if you're in the UK. You get the picture. Whatever country I missed, I apologize. But you folks get the picture. I stack a little bit of everything. And I think most stackers, then we're really not collectors, but there may be some collectors out there too. It's okay to be a collector when you're a stacker. Maybe you are just a stacker, but really, if the crap hits the fan, I bet you're going to have 1 piece or 2 pieces at least. You're probably never going to give up. Unless you absolutely had to. Because you like it so much. Maybe get stuff that you don't like to care for that much, and you'll be okay letting it go when the crap hits the fan. I love 90. Yeah, I would give up 90 in a heartbeat if it comes to survival mode. I would give up any silver I have if it comes to my survival mode when the crap hits the fan. It wouldn't matter to me. Wouldn't want to, but if it means getting food for the house, keeping the house, yeah, I would give it up. And I think most of us would. Just remember that. It's there if you need it. If you need to sell it, that's one thing. And I hope and pray that nobody needs to sell when silver prices or gold prices are actually dropping in price. And I know it's hard to plan for emergencies. That's why I say keep some cash on the sidelines. That's what you want to use cash right now for emergencies. Okay? That's where I got myself in trouble last Christmas time. I had to sell because I didn't have enough of this. It's my own gosh darn fault. Alright? I blame myself for that. Learn the lesson from me. Have some cash on the sidelines. It still is in play right now. I know I talk bad about the dollar, but I'm still got some cash on the sidelines for emergencies. Okay? Or maybe someone's been saving cash for a while, waiting for a significant drop in silver and gold, and you're out there pounding the pavement to get what you can now. Maybe that's what people are waiting for. Maybe that's why we're going through a lot of 90% silver. People are waiting for the dip. But you cannot always hope and wish for a dip, because that one day, that dip ain't coming back. And I hope people realize that sometimes these dips are never going to come back. And we dipped pretty hard. We were $54 on silver. We were $4,400, almost $4,500 north of in gold. We come back quite a bit. This is your converting opportunity now. Could it dip more? Yeah. Could it go skyrocketing again? Yes. Again, nobody knows. Come join Stop the Melt team. This is your home team to stop the melt. For the people who keep saying the melt has stopped, that's not true. The smelters are going through what they have in inventory, and they're still smelting it down. They're just not taking any more new product, like 90% silver, 40% silver, 35% war nickels into it. They're not buying that right now, and that's a good thing. They're not taking no more, but the smelt is still going on. They're just not, these coin shops are not able to use the smelters right now for this type of material. So no, the smelt is still going on. We have not stopped anything. We gotta keep our eyes and ears open. We gotta keep getting these videos out. We gotta keep demanding we stop the melt today. This is our history. We gotta protect it as a nation. Stop the melt of our 90% silver today. 40% silver, 35% war nickels. My friends, your silver, when you're selling it, has gone over to the LBMA, through JP Morgan, after it gets to the COMEX. And guess what? COMEX don't care. They got paid by JP Morgan. JP Morgan's probably going to get caught with the pants down when JP Morgan's not going to get their silver back. It's gone. It's gone to India. It's gone to China. Stop selling silver when you don't need to, because that's where it's going eventually. Just like I've been saying all summer long. That's what's been happening. I've been proven right on that. That is the truth of what's happening out there. If you can sell it to peer-to-peer, eBay, Facebook, Marketplace, whatever the case may be, push these coin shops to stop the melt. When the refiners start opening again, they're going to have their exit card, and they're going to be full-blown. They're going to be full-blown of sending it right to the smelters. And I think the smelters are going to get too overflown again, and they're going to shut right back down again. We're going to keep an eye on this one. We're going to keep an eye on this story. We're not going away on this channel. This Stop the Melt campaign is going to continue full blast. We got to get the message out. Help me out with that thumbs up. Put Stop the Melt in the comment section below. Let's make this video get views on this video. We got to stop the melt today. You folks have questions for me about silver, gold, or platinum, or even copper, email me. It's in every single description of every single video. And please check out my good friend Annie Oakley's channel. She's in the cornfield still. I'll put a link to her video. She's a moderator on this channel. She's been a moderator on other channels. People should recognize that name. The one and only Annie Oakley. Only one. Annie Oakley. We love her. Thank you, Annie, for being a mod on this channel. You've done this channel wonders. I'm finally glad we got you into making your own channel. She's busy right now, my friends. She's still in the cornfield harvesting the corn. Support your local farmers. For one, support her from this channel. Let her know that Crazy Coin Shop Chris sent you. I'll put a link to her channel in the comment section below. I'll pin a comment. That'll be the first comment you're going to see. I'll put a link. Just tap on the link. It'll take you right to her. Leave her a comment that I sent you to her. Subscribe to her. We're going to get this done, my friends. We're going to be here for you every step of the way. Crazy Coin Shop Chris is out.